What I want to talk about today is a rumor, and at this point that's all it is, that Henry Cavill leaving the Superman franchise. And let's be clear, I've never been a fan of what Zack Snyder has done with the DCEU. It's tone deaf, it's unnecessarily divisive, but worse than that, it wasn't particularly enjoyable to watch. So, what's the point? There's enough angst and darkness in the world already. I don't want to see that in my superhero movies. Consistently. Every once in a while, I don't mind it. But that's not what I go to movies for in general, frankly. So, I thought Henry Cavill was, at least physically speaking, a perfect Superman. His attitude, as I said, his physicality, he embodied that character so well, and I would argue better than most. But that's the tragedy for me. He was never really given the chance to be Superman, particularly as he's appeared traditionally. The only attempt that was even close was his appearance in Justice League, and that movie was such a Frankenstein mess that it's barely worth commenting upon. And before anyone complains, you can change a character. I have no issue with that. But you have to keep it within certain parameters. Superman has been portrayed traditionally a certain way. You can change that all you like, but you have to lead into it gradually. Take your time over 2 movies. Start with the traditional and begin to bring things in that cause the character to change. Let people become invested, but you don't do that by starting off with a character, with an interpretation of a character that no one has seen before. That should be fairly obvious that that doesn't work. As I said, I've never been a fan of what Zack Snyder did with the character. After all, I think Henry Cavill had the potential to be a great, if not one of the best Supermen. Now, unfortunately, he might never get the chance to do so, which I think is a little sad. The only upside to this is that finally the executives at Warner Brothers are discarding what doesn't work for the DCEU. Zack Snyder's already gone, and they're starting to move in a direction which at least indicates that they know that the path they took prior was not a very good path. And it's not quite a clean slate. After all, you have Aquaman coming, I believe, this December, and Wonder Woman 1984 sometime next year. So it's at least close to a clean slate as they're going to get. And that's good, even if Henry Cavill isn't a part of it anymore. This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and my 2 cents. Peace.